All right, guys, what's going on? Today I want to talk about the number one thing that has happened in my business over the last 6 years that has helped me gain more customers. So last week I get a call from a guy that's been doing my website work for the last 3 or 4 years. And his name is Jay Yorty. He's the owner of Yorty Designs, and they just do websites, SEO work, all that type of stuff. And I get this phone call, and the phone call was, hey, season's coming up, let's kind of get in touch and see what you want to do different with the website, see if there's any services that you really want to highlight, all that kind of stuff. And it really got me thinking that, you know, this is something that I've kind of taken for granted the past few years is I haven't done hardly any advertising at all. I don't advertise on Facebook, I don't advertise on Craigslist, I don't do none of that because I've always kind of had enough work. But the one constant that has really helped me out is my website. And I get a ton of traffic on my website. I get a ton of traffic. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. We'll do some Google searches on the computer and I'll show you guys how I'm ranked in different cities. So there's kind of like 4 different cities, maybe 5 different cities that I actually do work in that are pretty relatively close to where I'm at. One city is Wichita. It's a big city. I mean, you're talking 400,000. It might even be up to 500,000 people now, which, you know, for Kansas, that's a big city. I think it is our biggest city in Kansas. And I'm getting ready to show you guys that with time and the right people behind you doing this stuff and doing the right SEO work and doing your website, it can really help your business. And that's one thing that I noticed last year, probably around the fall. All of a sudden, I started getting a lot of calls from Wichita. And a couple weeks go by and I'm like, I really didn't think too much of it, but then I started thinking, I was like, man, this is kind of crazy. So I went in and I Googled my business and I Googled lawn care in Wichita, Kansas, that kind of stuff. And my website is starting to kind of creep up there. So when we first did this, my website was, I don't know, it was something crazy like 60 or 70th down the line where I could find. And every year it's just kind of creeped up and creeped up. And now I'm going to show you guys that we're right there at the top. We're right there in the top in a big city. That is awesome in my opinion. So like I said, this company, they've been instrumental with my website and gaining customers, and they've allowed me to not spend a whole lot of money advertising. So obviously they built my site, they do all the SEO work, and he showed me one time kind of the SEO work that he does, and it does not make sense to me. I could not do it whatsoever, but it looked like a lot of work to me, I'll be honest with you. But there's something about it that, you know, I think they've found their niche, and they're doing a really good job for me. That's all I can attest to. And I just wanted to kind of share this information with you guys and kind of tell you that a website can be huge in your business. In my opinion, in the time that we're living in with phones and internet and social media, a website is obviously one of the best things you can do for your business. And when people are searching for services that they need, I even done it. I done it last week. I need some help on my house doing some stuff, and I Google, I need a handyman, Wichita, Kansas, whatever, bathroom remodel, whatever, things that I don't have time to do. That's the type of stuff that I do, is I just hop on the internet, I search, and things pop up, I call them, I get bids, and that's how it works. And that's how it works for the lawn care industry as well. And that's how it works for most service industries. I would almost say all service industries, because when somebody needs something done, they search it. Either on their phone, their computer, their laptop, whatever the case may be, they're searching for it. And if they're searching for it and you're up there, I mean, if you guys are anything like me, I don't go to the second, I don't go to the third page. I don't do none of that. Google My Business, in my opinion, is one of the best things to have on there. But your website, so they can see everything about you, is also very, very crucial. And I think those two kind of go hand in hand. And that's another thing that this company does, is they kind of handle Google My Business and that kind of stuff as well. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys kind of where I rank in some of the cities and kind of show you why my phone kind of continuously rings. All right guys, so here we are. We're going to go into what they call incognito mode. So this is something I learned from Alan Hain, the lawn care nut, back in Alabama last November. And if you guys ever get the chance to talk to Alan Hain or hear him speak or talk to him one-on-one, I would highly recommend it. That guy is super smart and super down to earth and just an awesome guy to talk to. And trust me, you will definitely learn something that you didn't know before by just listening or talking to Alan Hain. So this is one of the things that he shared with us when he gave a couple speeches down there in Alabama. And incognito mode, and I really hope I don't butcher this, because basically what it is it takes your search history, your common places that you visit, all that type of stuff kind of out of the equation. And that's what you want when you want to try to figure out where you're at as far as where your website is searching. You want kind of an organic search. Now Google, all their big algorithm, nobody can explain it, so it's just an algorithm that they do. Well, when you're not searching in incognito mode, it takes all of your previous history into account. So we want to do an organic search and see where we place, and that will give you a better reading. So that's why we're going to do it this way. Okay, so we are in incognito mode. We're going to type in Wichita, Kansas lawn care, and we're going to see what comes up. You can see the ads up top. This is Google My Business. So Grass Monkey Lawn Care, which is also, he's also in Wichita. He does YouTube, but he's #1. But you can see I'm right underneath him. You got True Green, which really doesn't bother me at all. It's not the same competition. So there's Grass Monkey's website, and there's mine just right underneath it. So basically our two websites are the top lawn care websites in Wichita, which I think is really amazing. Okay, so now let's take a look at Derby. And this is the city that I really want to focus on. And that's what I told my website guy. So we are #1 in this city on Google My Business, and we are the #2 website on there. I'm the 4th one down, but the other 2 is Home Advisor. Do not get me started on Home Advisor. So not too bad right there. So now let's check out another one. We're gonna go, this is the city that I actually live in. So we are #2 in Google My Business. And we are the #1 website right there. Actually, I have 2 websites. So one is my actual website. The other one is a page on my website. So I got my hometown covered. Now let's try out another one. Rose Hill. I do a couple yards there, not a whole lot. But let's see where we're at just to play around. So we are 3rd one down on Google My Business, and we are, well, I would say that's the first website, because the other 2 is Home Advisor as well. So not doing too bad there. Now let's try out another city. I have no idea where I'm going to rank at in this one. We're going to have to go down a little bit more. So you can see Google My Business, it's down there a little bit, not quite at the top like the other ones are, but that's fine because this is a city that I just don't do a whole lot of work in. But you can see we're still right there as far as our website ranked at. And obviously the more searches you can do and your website's ranked, that's got to be a good thing, right? So not too bad right there. So now let's check out another city that we're in. This one, I don't do a whole lot of work in this city also, but you can see the website is still ranked really high. It's actually probably, well, it's the first website on there because you got Home Advisor, a couple of Facebook pages, then you got a website. So, that's definitely not bad. I'll take it. So obviously, guys, I cannot complain whatsoever. So the top 3 cities that I really want to be up high in. We are up high in. That's Wichita, Derby, Mulvane. Those are the 3 cities that I really wanted to rank really high on. And that's what I told my website guy, because he's like, what cities are your priorities? What cities do you want a presence in, but you don't need to be at the top on those. So I gave him, my top 3. And I think, like I said, he is doing a phenomenal job and got me ranked really high. I mean, the Wichita one is really surprising to me, to be honest with you. And like I said, this is a few years in the making, and it takes a little bit of time to get there. The smaller cities you can kind of conquer a little bit easier because there's not as much traffic. But when you're talking Wichita, there's got to be 200 lawn care companies in Wichita. I'm just guessing, but there's got to be a lot of lawn care companies, and there's a lot of lawn care companies that aren't taking advantage of the tool of having a website. And it does cost a little bit of money to get one built, to get the SEO work done and all that type of stuff and stay up on it. But if you want to see customers coming in, you got to spend some money. You got to have some advertising dollars set aside to cover that. And like I said, this is actually saving me a lot of money because I'm not spending a lot of money on Google ads or Facebook ads or anything like that. I'm not. This is the only form of advertisement that I've ever done is website. So it works out. Like I said, I get plenty of calls. I got plenty of work to choose from, and I don't think I'm ever going to be hurting for work because of my website. And I owe these guys a lot of gratitude. They didn't ask me to make this video. They didn't want like a shout out, if you will. But if it's warranted, they do great work. And I'm not saying you guys have to go with these guys or have to do any of that. Just get you a good website guy. Get you a good website. That's what I'm really talking about. That's my main focus on this video, is to let you guys know that this is a very good opportunity to get your business seen on a daily basis. And people, and people like me and people like you and most people, Google searches is where it's at. So just wanted to share this with you guys. Just wanted to kind of let you in on kind of how I continue to get business. And this is it. This is the number one thing that I've done. Number one thing that keeps people calling my phone. And that's what I love about it. And that's why I can start picking and choosing the customers that I want and all that type of stuff. And we'll talk about that in another video. But this is honestly the best thing that's ever happened to my business. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys later.